Anyway. In his image made he them, male and female made he them. Or in his image made he him, and his male and female made he them. I think the first part of Genesis was probably an oral tradition, probably originally rhymed, and it only doesn't now. And then the other stuff was, I don't know, was collected by Moses. Did he have some revelations or dreams or something? I don't know. Anyway. So, but we know that there are some people whose bodies are not male or female entirely. So what does that mean? I don't know. Anyway, I think of God, I've said this before. In the old language, apparently in the original language, the words, the pronouns used for God were separate, and they were neither masculine nor feminine nor singular nor plural, which is then why frequently in, like with Lot, when the Lord comes to visit, he's in the form of two beautiful young men. I'm going with this beautiful young man trend, right? And there's evidence in the scripture that Jesus was hot. All right. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yes. So we humans are in his image. And so although God has the voice of a man, he also made women. And the spirits of women are part of the collective human soul. And I talked about this where like it basically splits. And the males, is it better to be feared or to be loved? Yes. Why choose? Let's do both. So I think of males as the embodiment of the masculine aspect of God, and females as the embodiment of the feminine aspect of God, which is more concerned with loving things like food, creature comforts, medicine. It goes back to the comfort. It's, homemaking, functional / comfortable clothes. That got the comfort. Are you too cold? Are you too hot? Like, it's just generally, it starts with the girls. It starts with the girls. But does that mean, if you're thinking that the body is a vessel and the spirit goes inside of it, do they always match? It's something that starts and grows, and that's why it's perfectly possible, and it doesn't cause a problem until puberty, when your body's the flesh takes care of the flesh. So that's why it's what I say is a woman, and that's how I have it in my mind, which is why then I can recognize, I don't think Leah Thomas is a transgender woman. I don't think Leah Thomas is the heart of a woman or the mind of a woman. I would need some brain scans or something, buddy. You just couldn't cut it in men's swimming, and you decided to go pick on the weaker sex. I'm very cross with you, Leah Thomas. And also, it was my idea that transgender women do not get to compete against biological women in sports. It's still not fair if you went through male puberty. It's still not fair. There are changes that happen, and it's not fair. And that's the whole reason that we started making women's sports, is so that we could show off women. And we had to compare to other women, because if you compare to men, they always win and women look stupid. We're already too pro man. We have female cheerleaders and groupies for the guys, but we don't celebrate women. They came up with Mother's Day to sell flowers. They didn't even actually... It wasn't even motivated by a genuine appreciation of women. Women are just typically viewed as Adam's helper. She's this extension of the man, and she's not given any credit. Anything she thought of to run her household, that's because she wanted her husband to like her. And it's not giving credit. It's not giving credit. So that's my definition of a woman and a man.